Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. It is so awesome to be back with you. I hope you guys are getting this broadcast. I see some people over in chat. Give a few shout outs here. Yay! It looks like Jacob Kahn's here. Alondra Mercado's here. Sunny22. Let's see who else. Melissa Brook DeHart. Yay, welcome. Pam Earhart's here. Lynn Perlman. Hi, Lynn. Melissa Brook DeHart. Yay, wonderful. Thank you for being here, guys. Um, According to my notices here, this broadcast is not transmitting and nobody is getting it. So I hope that you guys are getting it. Please let me know because on my end it says that this broadcast is not going out. One more technical problem. I've had technical problems all morning today, so it's been a bit of a challenging morning. You are getting it. Okay. Well, according to my message here coming in from StreamYard, I am not broadcasting. So I don't know. Let's hope you can see and hear me clearly. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Marig. Thank you, Alondra. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, Infinitely Blessed. Okay, good. Well, I don't know what's going on. Okay, now it looks like it's kicking in here. We might have some people here. Kate Pigeon says, seriously, 2 minutes ago, I was thinking Bob or Kelly should be here on YouTube, and here you are. That's right. Well, here we are. Well, I want to say thank you, to all of you who came out to last night's video. We had a live broadcast, which was our horoscopes, and I ended up doing that live. Usually I tape that video, but ended up being live. I had a lot of fun. We had a great time. I want to thank all of you who are here today who came out to that last night. If you haven't seen that, after today's show, go over and also check out yesterday's video because we had a lot of fascinating information. We talked about the transit of Mercury trine Neptune and what all that meant. And then we did individual horoscopes. So those of you who don't know, hi, Brianna Brady. Good to see you. Hi, Sonia. Good to see you. Hi, Ramona. Hi, all. Hi, Wicked Dreams. Good to see you. Hey, G-Dog's here. There you are. Hi, G-Dog. For those who haven't seen it, though, I'm now going back to doing individual zodiac signs. I mentioned last week I was getting so many letters, people saying we missed the individual zodiac sign horoscopes because I was doing just major transits. So we are now back to doing individual horoscopes, and we did those live yesterday. And yesterday's show was about how to get through this Thanksgiving week because I've been getting so many letters, people having anxiety about dealing with the holidays and what all that means. So we talked about that yesterday. So please, if you haven't done so, go over and see that video, okay? Well, it's just great to have all of you here. There's Young Spirit 57. Hey, Raven Fisher. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Well, today we're going to do messages from the spirit world. And a lot of you here have been here with me for that. But if you're new here, because I always have new people, let me tell you what this is. Messages from the Spirit World is a show that I do every Tuesday. What it is I take questions from the audience and I do live mini psychic readings. Now, I'm only going to answer one question. So if you type me 12 questions in the chat, I'm going to only do one. Okay, so I'd prefer you just limit it to one. And please do not spam the chat. I've been having problems where there'll be certain people who will write the same question 20 times over and hit enter, 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 enter. When you do that, you're denying other people their opportunity to ask a question. And so I'm going to start banning people because I've had a few people who have been spamming me and it's causing problems to the show. It's slowing down my ability to answer questions and it's being very greedy. I'm doing this volunteer. I love to come here and be of service to you, but I need you guys to help me by being respectful as well. So please, I ask that you not keep retyping your question 20 times, okay? Sometimes the chat flies by and I miss it. I've got to be straight up. I probably can't answer every single question. It's just a numbers thing. It's not that I don't want to. But sometimes the question will fly by and I'll start it. And if I can't get it back, I then will advise you to retype it. So unless I ask you to retype a specific question, please don't do it 20 times over. It's not helping me or you. Okay, so I'm just glad you guys are here. Hi, Stranger Things. Good to see you. Hi, Victoria L. Um, Thank you, Melissa. Melissa Brook DeHart says your service is so much appreciated. But thank you. Well, I love to come here. You know, for those of you who are new here, I am a full-time professional psychic medium. And what that means is that I literally work 40 hours a week as a psychic. I have my own business and I take readings all day long and I do readings. So if you want to get on my schedule for a private session, the easiest way to reach me is call my phone number. That will be in the box below this video after it processes. And my phone number is 703 825 3929. All right, I'm going to put that in the chat. Hold on just a second here. Let's see if I put it in the chat. 703 825 3929. I hope that's right. All right, there you go. So I put that in chat. That's Psychic Bob's phone number. You can call me. That's my office number. So yeah, so if you want to get on my schedule, now private reading is a lot more in depth than what you get here on YouTube because it's a full hour. That's right, you and me one-on-one for a full hour. And so if you've been saying, gee, I would love to sit down with Psychic Bob for an hour, learn about my soul journey, learn about my spirit guides, learn about my life mission, all of that. We cover all that. We cover messages from deceased loved ones. We cover messages from spirit guides. And on top of all of that, I answer all your questions as well. So, you know, please call me if you'd like to get on a schedule for a reading. I do book up pretty quickly. So if you want to get in, you need to call. I also have another type of reading for those of you who may not be able to commit right now to the full hour reading. It's called a compact voice reading. What that is that you send me an email, and then I will, by the way, let me just clarify before I get into the compact. In the 1 hour private reading, I can do that by telephone or by Skype or by Google Hangouts. So it's you and me in person talking to me live, okay, for a full hour. All right. Now, the other reading I do is called a compact voice reading. Compact voice reading is you get up to 3 questions that you email me. I will take your email and I will do a actual recorded reading of my response to your email. So I'll sit down and go through each of your questions and I'll give you a very thorough answer on those. And then I will email you back a file, an audio file that you can play and listen to my reading for you. So that is called the compact voice reading. That's my other reading I do. So I have 2 styles of reading. And, you know, if you want to get on my schedule for either of those, contact me. You can also write me at my Victoria L likes the compact voice reading. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, so thank you, Victoria. Yeah, so my compact voice readings also make great Christmas gifts or Yule gifts for people because the price on those are cheaper than the hour reading. The price for the compact voice reading is $80. The price for my full hour reading is $150. And you can read that over at my website at PsychicBob.com. Right there below my finger. That's my website. Okay. So I want to clarify that because I get a lot of questions. People say, do you do readings? Can I connect with you? I love you on YouTube, but I want more. How do I do that? So just call me or write to me. Okay. And all those links will be below after this video processes. All right. Well, there you go. Anyway, so I am so glad, you know, thinking, Victoria says she was just thinking of that for Christmas. Yeah, you could get one for yourself or one for a friend, you know. But I do enjoy doing the compact voice readings. They're not as long as the full hour. I mean, you know, hence the price range, but you will see that I do still give quite a bit of information in those, and I hope you'll enjoy them. So, anyways, we're going to get into messages now. But before we do that, we need to just settle down and let's do a brief meditation to attune to the spirit world. So I want you just to join with me. We're going to just close our eyes. And as we close our eyes, I want you just to let go all the tensions of the day. And let's enter into that place of silence and peace within. And I want you to visualize that above you is a beautiful shining ball of white light, brilliant and shining, about 2 or 3 feet over your head. And from that ball of light, I want you to see a beautiful column of light, like a spotlight, come down. And let that light enter through the top of your heads now. And as that light enters, you let it continue to release all tension and all anxiety. Let that light move down through your face, down through the back of your head. Let it move all down through your neck and throat, down into your shoulders. Feel that light as it flows down each arm now, like waterfalls of light, releasing tension. Let that light move down through your shoulder blades, down to your lower back. Let it move all down from the chest and into the stomach. Feel that light as it just continues to flow through you, that beacon of light flowing down through the hips, down through the thighs, down to the knees. Let that light continue to flow now all the way down to your feet and toes. Now, as you look within, I want you to see and know and realize that you are now filled with this amazing and divine light from the top of your head all the way down to your feet. Remember that in this light, there is no fear. There is only peace, love, joy, and acceptance. This light is your connection to your higher self, and it's your connection to your higher source. Now let's just take a moment and sit in that beautiful light that fills you and just see it, feel it, and sense it. So now be silent just for a moment while we do this. Very good. Now, we've been working in our spirit body, and I want us to slowly come back to the physical. So let's start by moving our feet a little bit. Let's move our hands and fingers. Take some deep breaths, get the lungs working. Move your head. And when you're ready, I want you to come back. And when you return, you're going to be alert, be refreshed, and hopefully be feeling good. And when you're back and ready, you can open your eyes to be fully present. All right, are we all back? Thank you, Chris Ann Ekin, for us. Chris Ann writes, your readings are reasonably priced. Yeah, Chris Ann, I tell you, and I'm not saying this to sound self-important, but there are mediums that are less well-known than I am who charge even more. I actually had an advisor say I should raise my rates, but I've said no. I have not raised my reading price rates in over 10 years. And you can research it and find out that's true. I've kept the same price. The reason why is even though I could get more money for readings, I feel like then I'm only serving the wealthy. So thank you for acknowledging that. So I do try to keep them reasonably priced so I can afford to, stay in business and yet be of service. Anyways, thank you so much. Mareg loved the meditation. Thank you so much. All right. First message today is for Coco Jamel. Hi, Coco Janelle. Listen, I got to tell you, I'm picking up around you today an angel. The name is Muriel, Muriel. I get an angel named Muriel here, and it's a female angel. And she said that she's a protector and a guide for you. And Muriel said she's opening your channel, so it looks like you're getting some psychic development. But that's the name of one of your spirit guides, Muriel. I hope this helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Chris Ann. Yes, I was about to give you a message. I saw the other message. Sometimes I jump around because it's like spirit pulls me. Yeah, Chris Ann, let me tell you, hon, I've got around you here. This is a relative, actually. I want to place this on your father's side of the family. And I want to go back. This would be like a great uncle. It would be like on your father's side, a grandfather's brother, I believe. But I'm getting this male back here, and all I keep hearing him saying is that he's just hanging out and having fun. He says he likes life on the other side. This uncle's also asked me to tell you that he's helping you with some transitions here. And it looks like in 2020, there's some new financial blessing coming for you. It won't be till around June, but it looks like you're going to have an opportunity to move into a new type of work. And I get the sense from the way he's talking, he keeps saying, he said, tell her just to have fun with it. So I get the sense this could even be your own business. Okay. So watch this 2020. It's about prosperity, growth, and walking a new path, especially in the money area. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Hope that helps. Yeah, Stranger Things one, Stranger Things. Hi, Coco Janelle. Thank you so much. You're welcome. I'm glad to be of service. All right, Stranger Things. For you, I tell you, I'm getting around you here, Archangel Michael. I keep hearing him say that he's your protector because you've been going through a period here of having a little bit of anxiety. And Michael says that he guards you and protects you. He said, you don't have to be afraid. He said, he's with you. So that's one of your spirit people, Archangel Michael. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Hold on just a second. Gosh, the chat's flying by. You're welcome, Chris, and thank you for being here. Hold on just a second. I can't see the chat. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm losing it. Sorry, guys. Some of these are flying by faster. And say, Alexis Williams. Hey, Alexis. Uh, Alexis says, Bob, I keep seeing the number 911. Oops. Hold on, I just lost. I don't know how to handle this chat today. I keep seeing the number 911. I even got a phone call that was 000911. Can you tell me if this means anything? Yeah. There are a few ways to look at this. First of all, let me tell you, whenever you see a number repeating over and over, that's spirit's way of getting a hold of you, just to say, we're with you. Now, 911, at least in the United States, is the emergency number. I don't think this is an emergency, but 9 is the number of triple divine blessing. And 1 means it's all about you. And the other one means what is happening now. So it means right now, be very attentive to the divine blessings. I also feel this deals with issue around relationship, meaning like you're being blessed with love in your life. Because 1 and 1 means partnership. So 9 is divine blessing to the max. 1 and 1 is partnership. So you're getting divine blessings connected to partnership this next year. Okay. And it also means pay attention to what's going on with relationships right now. Now, from a numerological place, 911 becomes the number 9 plus 1 is 10, plus 1 is 11, and 1 and 1 equals 2. So you see, 2 also deals with partnerships. So I think there's some relationship issues here that you want to focus on, be open to love in your life. Okay. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. I hope that helps. Christina Escobedo. Question, any messages from my other self? The ice dragon self. Thank you so much. You know, Christine, it's very interesting. That's a very good question because, I believe that all of us have our higher self and we connect it to other dimensions. And, scientists are even saying that all time is now, which means that all of our former selves exist concurrently. And, one of the things that I would say to you in terms of your other self is I want you to think about being grounded now. The reason I say is I do pick up the energy of dragon around you, but I feel like it's almost like, strange as it sounds, protecting you from extremes for yourself. I don't pick up outside danger for you, but I feel as if you want to really focus on grounding your energy and being in this dimension and in this time and in yourself now. So the dragon spirit is your higher self, is helping you to be focused on life here. I do feel like after the new year for you, there's some new opportunities for you to do more spiritual development. I don't know if you've done something with healing with Reiki, but I'm seeing you literally standing in a circle with group, and it's like you're being trained how to lay hands on people and do Reiki. So I'd like you to explore your healing gifts, and I feel like that's part of your higher self that's going to be really manifesting in this next year. Okay, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. All right. Tiffany Sanchez, any messages from my grandma? Let me see if she's back here, Tiffany, because I've got a few voices back here. Fletcher, do you have, yeah, Tiffany's grandmother. Okay. Hold on. You know, Doris Stokes is always my kind of my go-between to get people over here. And I think Doris wants to come in. Hi, Doris. I can hear you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, your grandmother's back here. And she's, I hear her laughing. And she says, I've been out weeding dandelions in my garden. And she wants you to tell you, she said she has a beautiful home in the spirit world. And she said, I've got all these flowers. And she said, I have dandelions coming up. I've been weeding dandelions. And she said, but they're not pests here. She said, everything has life here. And she says, I take them out of the ground. And she said, I bring them in my house and they glow with light. And she said, the flowers here love to be picked because they know that they will not die. And she wants you to know, she said, that she's been coming to you a lot lately. And she says, tell you not to be worried. It looks like you've been having some anxiety here about a situation. And I don't want to get into all your personal business, but there's been a bit of an issue with some family situation. And she says, don't worry, dear, I'm sorting it out. But your grandma's here and she wants you to know she's fine. She's loving the flowers. Oh, that's lovely. She just brought you a bouquet of flowers. She said, I mixed a bunch of wildflowers here. She's got some daisies and some carnations, and she says some dandelions too. So she's with you and sending a lot of light and love. Okay. And she said, don't worry. She said, you're going to get through the holidays just fine. Okay. But she sends light and love. Blessings to you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Doris. Okay. Wonderful. Oh, my goodness. All right. Blah, 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 blah. All right, hold on a second. Question, Bob. Amy 2572. Question, Bob. I've been depressed, suicidal for some time. When will things end with my mom and move out? When will I end things with my mom and move out? First of all, Amy, I got to tell you, hon, um, I have a saying that I always say. It's like when we have to live with impossible people, and there are people in this world who make life hell. Um, we can love them, but we have to love them at a distance. And I feel that you're caught in a cycle with where you're being beaten down. And I think your mother, unfortunately, has a lot of unresolved anger issues. And so you're really in a place right now of struggle. I feel that after we get into the new year, January, February, you're seeing improved conditions in the sense that things will lighten up in the current home. But I do think you still want to make a move. And I feel that by March, you will have enough finances together to actually move out. So one of the things I want you to do is every day visualize around you column of silver light. Silver light is a protective light because it deflects you from absorbing other people's aggression. And I think that's been part of the problem is that you've had to absorb a lot of her anger issues. And you don't have to do that, okay? People sometimes say to me, well, Bob, I love them. I should stay and help them. I said, no, some people don't want to be helped. And I think your mom has created a lot of your anxiety because you're very sensitive. So you love them, but you love them at a distance. And one way you start to build that distance is put a silver column of light around you, okay? And I think by March of 2020, you'll be out on your own, okay? Anyways, I hope that helps, darling. I'm so sorry. I also have to say, make sure to work with your therapists and doctors because, there are people out there that can help with that depression. I think a short-term antidepressant's not a bad option, just something to kind of keep you stable. And I do think 2020 is going to be a stronger year. I hope that helps, darling. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. Ramona just gave us $9.99. Thank you, Ramona. Blessings to you. You're so sweet. Alexis Williams, thank you. Oh, she just gave me $10. You guys are the greatest. Excuse me. You guys got a part of me. My voice is really messed up today. I don't like to come here and talk about it, but I was brutally attacked last night. My entire chest inside my throat is all burned. They used radiation weapons on me, sonic weapons. So I have some internal injuries. My lungs are a little damaged too. So bear with me today, guys. I might be not as fast as I normally had on the uptake, but I'm still here for you. Thank you, Sarah J, for your beautiful prayers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Um, Ramona, I got to tell you, hon, I keep picking up around you Edgar Casey back here. And I'm hearing him. He said, I'm here to say hi to Ramona. So Mr. Casey's back here and he wants to send his blessings to you. He said that he's working on improving the health situation. And he's asked me to tell you that your sleep cycle's been really off. And so he wants to let you know that you're going to see improvement in the sleep cycle over the next 2 weeks. This is also going to help with some blood pressure issues around you. And Ramona, have you had your sugar levels checked? Because I'm getting a weird fluctuation there. I don't mean to stress you out, but I just have that checked as well, okay? But it does look like you are getting healing, and the spirit world sees you and is helping you. So as we go through this next few months, you will see things start to stabilize, okay? But call on Edgar Casey because he's definitely like he's your right hand guy, okay? Blessings to you. Thank you for your donation and for being here. Wonderful. Oh, there's Stojance. Hi, Karen Johnson. Karen Johnson says, "Where did you get radiation exposure?" Through my whole body. They have satellite weapons now that they use, and this might sound crazy, but go research it. The government is actually working on assassinating people, and I'm on the list. And I'm not imagining, I was actually told that I would be killed by federal agents. I was actually taken into custody, detained, as they called it, by the Department of Homeland Security. And I was declared an enemy of the United States, which I find hilarious because I've done so much volunteer work to help this country on a national level. People have no idea. Anyways, I don't want to go into all that today, but just they burned my entire body. Right now, they focused on my chest and my throat because they knew that today I had to do the show, so they're trying to sabotage my work. Anyways, thank you for your concern. I'm okay. I'm getting through. This is why I have a weak voice today. Okay. There's Stojance. Hi, Stojance. Welcome. Hey, Psychic Bob, are there any messages for me from my father or grandfather? Thank you. Hold on, Stojance. Let me see who's back here. Doris, do you have anybody? Yeah, hi. Stojance, I think I got your dad back here. I've got a man talking to me. If I can get him in, hold on. I'm having a little trouble hearing him because he's talking very fast. And he says he knows that I don't speak Greek or Macedonian. And he says, I know you can't speak our language. So he's speaking in English, but he's speaking really rapidly. Can you slow it down, Doris? Thank you. Hold on. I'm trying to get him here clear. Yeah, thank you. He's coming in and he's going like this. He's like, big hugs for my daughter. So he wants to give you big hugs. And he's saying that he's with you. And he said, your papa never forgot you. That's his words. Your papa never forgot you. And he wants you to know he's so sorry that he had to leave the body when he did. He said that he feels that he abandoned you. And he said, I didn't want her to feel abandoned. Please let her know that I'm okay, though, and I'm still with her. He said that he's helping you get through this school term. He said you've been feeling a little challenged. And he said, but keep your focus. He said, I know it gets boring and you just want to quit. And he said, but you're doing really well. And he says, I'm going to help you keep doing well so you'll get through this challenging time. That's the word he says. He's sending blessings over to your mother as well, and to let her know that he's with her and sends his love and his greetings. And he's asking me to, he says, tell your mother that I still love her. And he said that, I'm still wearing my wedding ring. So he's showing me his hand with his wedding ring on it. At least that's what he's doing in spirit. I don't know if he wore a ring in life. It's strange because I don't know that he wore a ring, but he's wearing a ring now, just as a sign of union with her. But he wants you to know he's with you. Did he give you a ring shortly before he died, Stojance? Because he's handing this ring over to me as if it's, I don't know if it's his wedding band. It doesn't look, it looks a little different than a wedding ring. But he's giving me a ring. So I don't know if you got a ring from him, but he wants to give you a ring from spirit as a sign of his that he's with you. Okay. So he's wearing the wedding ring for your mom, and he's giving you another ring. It's a golden ring. It's a man's ring. It's a kind of larger ring. And it looks like it might have a stone in it. I think it's a darker stone, like a onyx or some type of dark. Might even be a garnet. It has a reddish tint. But he just wants to give that to you as a gift from him. And he says, "Tell her I love her." And he said, "I'm still her papa." All right. Thank you, sir, for coming. Thank you, Doris. All right. He's stepping back. Blessings to you. All right. Hi, Amy. Good to see you. Yes. Carolina R. Question: any messages for me? What do you see in my future? Hi, Carolina R. When I step into your frequency, I am getting a lot of flashing silver light here today. This tells me that you are a master at the business world. And I feel 2020 is really about you building power through developing a business. I think you want to just step into your power and name it and claim it, because I feel like 2020 is all about you seeing and being seen. I get gifts of healing around you, Carolina. So I feel like some of your work may have a healing element to it, such as like physical healing or doing spiritual healing. And I think that's going to be a big part of 2020 for you. So I want to put that out there, that think about what you're doing, think about any hobbies that you have and how that might dovetail into a business, because I think money is increasing for you, but it's really connected to that. Okay. Anyways, yeah, 2020 is a good year. Blessings to you. Okay, so let me see here. Thank you, Anna. Anna says, "Hi, Bob. I wish they would leave you alone. I'm praying for you. Any messages, or what are my gifts, and is my attachment gone?" Thank you for your prayers. Um, when in terms of gifts, I definitely think you have clairvoyance and clairaudience, because I feel like spirits speak to you. I keep getting voices here around you. I also think that you have clairvoyance, meaning you can see things. So I don't pick up any attachments right now. I feel like you're clear, because I'm getting clear purple light around you, which really tells me that the higher power is working through you. Okay. So remember that. And I want you to visualize brilliant purple light filling your body. That's a very high frequency. I also think wearing amethyst would be a good gemstone for you, because that will keep your vibration very strong. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. By the way, I show you my jewelry today. I always forget. Everybody always asks about my jewelry. This is what I'm wearing today. This is an astrology cross. This was a Gene Dixon jewelry piece. I bought out a bunch of pieces from Gene Dixon's estate. Gene Dixon was a famous psychic back in the 70s and 80s. And she lived here in my area in Washington. And when she died, I acquired some of her personal items from her estate. And this is one of her jewelry pieces. Isn't that lovely? And she designed a line of jewelry back in the 1970s. This is where this dates from. And it's signed on the back. It's got Gene Dixon. I don't know if you can see it here. It says Gene Dixon. And this was her jewelry line. And it has in the middle a little symbol of each zodiac sign. So there's an Aquarius in this one. See him pouring the water. And what's cool is it's from back in the 70s, the mood rings were really big. And so this has it's a mood activated pendant. So, as your mood shifts, your energy shifts, the colors change. So, like later in the day, this might turn green, or it might be blue or purple. Right now, it's a black, because I just put it on. It hasn't warmed up yet, but it'll change colors as I go through the day. So we'll see at the end of the show if it's changed colors. Anyways, guys, I had to show that to you because you were asking. So, anyways, yeah, Gene Dixon cross. All right, so there you go, astrology cross. There you go. All right. Hold on just a second. Okay, Irina Maria Tracy. Hi, Bob. Thank you for being here. Do you see me having any spirit guides? Blessings to you. You know, Irina, I got to tell you, I'm getting a man standing here. This is one of your guides. He gives me the name of Alonso. Alonso. And he said that he's from Spain. He said, I'm Alonso, I'm from Spain. And he lived during the 1920s, 1930s. I get the sense he was very wealthy because he shows me that he lived in a castle and he drove sports cars. And he says, in my life, he said, I lived everything fast. He said, until I went over a cliff. And he's laughing about that. I know that's tragic, but he's not bothered by that. He said, I went over a cliff. He said, and then I ended up here in the spirit world. He's asking me to tell you, he says, please tell her that I want to guide her to help her maneuver so she doesn't go over cliffs. And they're telling me to tell you, he says, have her slow down a little bit. She's rushing and she has to just take things slower. So Alonso is the name of your guide, and he's helping you to move slower. And he says, he said, but she can still have a sports car. I won't mind that. And in fact, I think he's with you actually when you drive because he's nodding. He said, yes. He said, I'm always in the car. So when you get in the car, invite Alonso to travel with you. I mean, he'll be there, but it's always nice to invite them. And you'll start to see some improvement there. Okay, he's going to be a guide to help you. He's also asking me to tell you about, he says, and she'll speak to the dead. So I think you have some mediumship developing, but work with Alonso. He's going to help you. Okay. Slow down. Trust him. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Hold on just a second. Oh, message is flying by. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, Rafe Turtle. Hey, Bob, question. Why am I so interested in cryptids? Like the dog. Oops. All right, I've lost the question. Why am I so interested in cryptids like the dog man? Is this why I'm interested in missing people as well? Also, any messages? I'm only answering one question, Raphael. I said I can't go a whole reading. So um, narrow down your questions. Let me come back to that, okay? All right, thank you. All right. Sin 1982. Hi, Lord Bob. Any advice from my mom? Thank you. Sin, I was hoping you'd be here today because I felt like she was already back there. It's so weird that I just saw your name because I was like, I'm getting people that I pick up that are connected to people here. Doris, is her mom back there? I thought I heard somebody sound like. Okay, I do think I got your mom here. Hold on just a second. Okay. Sin, your mom's asking me to tell you, she said, now, dear, she said, first of all, she said, tell her to be patient. She said you've been hitting some dead ends here. You've been feeling really blocked. And your mom's asked me to, she said, tell you, don't rush through it. Don't be afraid. She said, I'm guiding you through it. She wants to tell you that as we get to the end of December, she said, you come out of this holding pattern. And it looks like you've been in a holding pattern in the money area as well as in the emotional area. And she said, you're going to feel lighter at the end of this year. So you're going to start the new year in a better place. And your mom says to tell you, like, the word she says is be open to a move. So I don't know if you're planning to do a housing change or a job change. I'm not getting this clearly, but she says be open to a move. So wherever it is that you feel you need movement in life, she's helping you with that. She just wants you to know she's here. And she said, tell her to slow down. She said, mom's going to help her get through it. So I think by, end of December here, things are starting to turn around. I personally get around this connected to some finances. And I think you will have a new job opportunity or breakthrough around that time. And I think once you go into 2020, you're really feeling much better. Okay. So yeah, it's going to turn around, but she's helping you. And she says, tell her that I love her. She sends her love. Blessings to you. Thank you for your help. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Doris. All right. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, there's Darlene Weinbrenner. Hi, Darlene. Good to see you. Hi, Bob. It makes me so sad to think anyone would want to hurt someone who's giving and kind. Do you have a message for me from Arthur? Darlene, let me see if I can get him over here. Hold on just a second. Okay, hold on just a second. Doris, is Arthur there for Darlene? Okay. Darlene, I think he's back there, but he's talking to somebody. I heard her say, she said, well, we got to drag him away from his conversation. You know, people in the spirit world have just as much social life as we do. They really do. Okay. Arthur, here you are. Hello. Oh, that's nice. Darlene, Arthur's here, and he asked me to tell you that he said, tell her that I'm doing just fine here. And he wants you to know that he said, I'm getting her ready for a big 2020. It looks like in 2020, there's some real financial breakthrough here for you. And he said, you're going to have a much easier time. And he's talking about unity in the family. And he said that you've been feeling a little strained here. And he says, tell Darlene not to worry. We're going to get everything going well. He wants you to know that he's very happy because he's been able to visit you a lot more. And he says, and tell her I'll be there at Thanksgiving. So you might want to set a plate for Arthur at Thanksgiving, and just know that he'll be at the table with you, okay? He's also talking to me about some healing around you. And he's talking to me about uh, there's some inflammation in the back area, like the neck and the back. And he said, be very careful lifting stuff. So they're working on doing some healing. But Arthur says, he said, just a point of concern, nothing serious, but just to be monitoring and be mindful of that neck area. And I get the sense from him that there's also something where you're sleeping that's putting strain on that neck. So Arthur's just coming in to send a lot of light and love, and he is going to be there with you on Thanksgiving. Oh, he said, and Christmas as well. Okay. He said something about he's going to make lights blink at the holidays. I don't know if he means Christmas tree lights or he means like light, like in the room. So some sort of lights are going to blink, and that's his sign that he's with you. Okay. All right. He sends love over to you. Thank you. Blessings, Arthur. Thank you for. Thank you, Doris. Okay. Pam Erard. Hello, Pam. Pam says, "Is Red Star still guiding me?" Yes. Pam, I do get him around you. You know, I keep hearing a voice. You've got actually multiple people around you. Let me see if I can get in on him because sometimes what happens is when you come in, like a person comes, all these guides come in. It's like I can't sort through them all. So hold on. I only want to hear from Red Star. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Pam, Red Star is back here, and he says to let you know that he said, I'm helping her. He said to keep marching forward. Looks like a lot of transitions coming for you here. I don't think this is bad. I think these are transitions of growth and new beginning for you. And he says that 2020 is your year. The words he says is your year. He said to stand in power, to stand in light. So you're definitely moving forward. Okay. I also get here some travel around you, Pam. And he said he's going to be traveling with you as well. And I keep getting a connection here with Florida for some reason. I don't know if you're going to Florida, you have some dealings in Florida, but in the United States, the state of Florida. Red Star is going to be there with you as well. Okay. Anyways, I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Thank you for being here. All right. Whoa, they're flying by. There's Angela Locke. Hello. Thank you so much. Irina Maria Tracy says, Alonzo, take me to your castle. Thank you. Bob, I am rushing. Thanks again. That's why I used to get speeding tickets. Well, see, Irina, the spirit people know more than I do. I didn't know that happened. But see, that's the evidence there because I don't know. I've never met you and had you been in your car, but your spirit guides have. So how would I know you're speeding? So he's the one who brought that. That's the wonderful thing. Spirit guides help us. Sometimes we don't always like their messages, but ultimately they help us. So I'm so glad that was helpful to you. Yeah. All right. Ryan Erard. Hey, Bob, any messages for me from Spirit? Thank you. Hi, Ryan. Good to see you here. Blessings to you. Ryan, I got to tell you, I keep hearing a woman here talking to me. I think this is on your mom's side of the family, and this feels like it might be the grandmother on the mother's side. But I'm getting this woman back here, and she said, "Oh, I love my little boy." She still thinks of you as a little boy. She said, "He's my little boy." And she said she's even made cookies for you. This woman, I guess she's beautiful. She's got beautiful striking eyes around her. And her hair, she's wearing it tied back. And it's kind of a brown with this little bit of gray in it. But she looks just beautiful. And she said, I'm not as, she said, decrepit as I used to look. She said, I've become younger since coming here. I don't think she was ever decrepit, but that's how she says it. So that's not for me, that's her words. But she says today she's making cookies for you. And she said she's so proud of you. And she said, I'm helping you get things going. She says, my dear, don't be afraid to expand the business. And it looks like in 2020, there's some really strong business opportunities that she's helping you with. And she says, I'm bringing new equipment to him. So I think, Ryan, that this may be some like physical stuff like equipment that's being brought to you. And she's helping you to secure equipment that's going to help you run a business. So, and she keeps showing me like wood cutting, like I'm hearing saws and blades. This may be like a power blade type of machine. Um, but she's with you in spirit and she's helping you. Okay. So call on her for anything you need because she's there to help you. Okay. God bless you, darling. Thank you so much. All right. Next letter. Faye Smith. Mr. Bob, what prayer can I say to make life better, please? You know, Faye, that's a really great question. I think the best prayer is the one from the heart. You know, we get caught up thinking we have to be all fancy with God and with spirit, and we don't. We just sometimes the best prayer can be, get down here and help me. Okay. It can be that simple. What's important is that you speak from the heart. You know, when I go through hard times and I feel beaten up, like last night, I was really being tortured with these satellite weapons. I prayed to Saint Michael, the archangel. He's very powerful. And there's a traditional Catholic prayer. Now, even though I'm a spiritualist, yes, I used to be Catholic, and I still think there's a lot of power in a lot of the Catholic prayers. So I'm going to recite the Saint Michael prayer, and you can go look it up later. It's called the Saint Michael prayer, and it goes like this: Saint Michael, the archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits that prowl the world seeking the destruction of souls. Amen. A classic prayer goes back over 100 years, but a beautiful one, and one I still say. So that's one you might want to explore. It gives me a lot of strength in times of adversity, and it defends me in times of trouble. But remember, what's important is pray from the heart. So even though I have memorized that prayer, I don't just say it, ramble it off, do, even though I could. I try to slow it down and really reflect on each meaning. And then it's a prayer from the heart. Okay? I hope that helps you, darling. Pray from the heart. There's no one prayer. They're all good as long as they're from the heart. All right? You know, sometimes, you know, your prayer can be just as quick as help me. Just help me is a prayer. Help me. When you send that up with true intention, it gets to the throne of God himself, and you'll be helped. We're never forgotten. I hope that helps, darling. I'm with you, okay? By the way, also, I want to tell you, watch the beginning of January, right after the new year. It looks like there's a sense of lightness. You have a lot of soft yellow light around you at that time. And that means you're going to start to feel reconnected with your higher self and with your journey. Okay? Because 2020 is about getting back on track for you. And you will. I see a lot of improvement next year. But start praying now. You're getting there. Blessings to you. Thank you so much. Laura Doss, I was told my first past life was a Pleiadian rock. Is that true? I was wondering. You know, Laura, I think I don't think I told you that. I've never seen anybody incarnate as a rock. But whoever told you that, I think they were misinterpreting it. And I normally don't criticize other readers or comment, but I'll tell you, I do get around you a Pleiadian connection. But the connection is that you worked with stones and rocks. You worked with healing, and particularly healing gems and crystals. And I believe that you knew that inside certain rocks, when you would crack them open, they release healing power. So I believe you worked with rocks. And I think probably a psychic picked up that rock and thought that you were the rock. But I think you were a person, you were plating, but you work with rocks. Okay, healing. So I think you might want to explore in this life working with crystals because that will bring back some of those memories and be of help to you. Okay, blessings to you. Thank you so much. I hope that helps. Okay. Sunny22. Hi, Sunny. Hi, Bob. Are there any messages from my grandparents or my spirit guides for me? Thank you. Okay. I think I've got your grandmother back here. Hold on, Sunny. I got a woman here, and it's interesting because she said, let the light shine. And she said that you're much more closer to the spirit world than you realize. And she's asked me to tell you, she said that you've been very brave this last year. And she said, you're not walking alone. I'm with you. I get the sense that this woman, when she crossed over to spirit, there were some breathing issues around her because she's going like this. She's going, and she said, I can breathe now. So she wants you to know she's fine. She's not suffering. She said, your granddad's back there as well, and he's sending love over to you. She says to tell you that she said next year, she said, there's going to be healing for you as well because it looks like you've been suffering. There's some anxiety issues that have been going on here. And your grandma says, don't be afraid. Let go of the fear. It's going to be okay. I'm with you. And she said she loves you. She just gave me a beautiful flower here. It's a carnation flower. It's a blue carnation. And she says, and another one, she just gave me another one, a blue lotus flower. And I think during her life, she may have had an interest in things connected to Asian things. Like, I don't know if she collected like flowers from the Orient or had pictures of Oriental images like Japanese or Korean images in her home. But she shows me this kind of like these images that look Asian around her. And she's just enjoying them. That's why she brought the blue lotus flower. Okay. But she's here and sends her love. I hope that helps. Thank you, Doris, for helping. Doris was the one that got her through. Blessings to you, Doris. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Trilam. Oops, I just saw Trilam fly by. Da 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 da. Trilam, I just lost your question somewhere. Oh my goodness, I just saw it literally. Well, Trilam, I'm so sorry I missed it if I can find it. But I'll find it, retype it for me, okay? Because I was about to do your question. I don't know where it is. Hi, Sunny. Thank you so much. Okay, Laura Hobbs. Hi. What is the name of my spirit guide? You have around you a few different people actually, but I'm getting a this is I'm getting a set of twins, twin girls. They're sisters. One is named Amanda, and the other name is what's it say? Leanna. So Amanda and Leanna. And they're dressed in Victorian period clothing. What's interesting is they're telling me that they were psychics. They said we were like the Fox sisters. Now, if you don't know who the Fox sisters are, they were sisters also that were mediums back and they started the spiritualist churches. But these two guys are working with you, Leanna and Amanda, and they're saying that they're opening your connection to the spirit world. So I think you're getting some psychic gifts going here. Okay, but they're your guides' names. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Maria Renee Steven Lopez says, Please, Bob, I've been going through a lot and you were accurate. I did break up with Mr. Anobi. I've been very low. Any messages from the spirit world? You know, Marie, I got to tell you, first of all, I'm so sorry. I hate it when I'm right about things that aren't pleasant, but I feel like as a medium, sometimes I do give bad news because it's to help you, not to hurt you, you know. So I did give you that warning to prepare you. Let me tell you, first of all, you know, right now, as I step into your frequency, I do get dark blue light around you, which does indicate you're struggling with depression. Be gentle with yourself right now. Hold on, somebody's talking. Doris is here. Okay. Doris Stokes is here for you, and she's my other guy, but she said she's coming in. She said, I'm coming in to, she said, help heal the wounds. And Doris says to tell you, she said, now, dear, she said, when I was a young lady, I went through a lot of heartbreak. I lost my first husband in the war. And she said, then I thought I lost my second husband, but he came back. And she said, I know what it's like, the pain of the heart. And she said, please let me help you. And I'll sit with you at night and talk to you and comfort you. So Doris Stokes is going to be with you. If you don't know her, I want you to go on YouTube or on the internet and look her up. You can get pictures of her. If you go to YouTube and type in Doris Stokes, DorisStokes is her last name, you'll find her. Okay. Thank you so much, dear. I'm sending prayers for you. Doris says, you don't walk alone, dear. She said, you will improve. And she tells me over the next 2 weeks, she said, you're going to do a lot of healing, but she's going to be with you. Okay. All right, darling. I'm sending prayers for you. All right. Thank you so much. Tina Sellens. Hi, Tina. Hi, Lord Bob. Any messages for my angels or spirit? Thank you. Tina, I keep getting Archangel Gabriel here. And he keeps saying that he's giving, the words I'm hearing is he's giving you the words to speak. And I get the sense there that Gabriel's empowering you to kind of step up and speak for yourself. You may be finding, you know, in the coming weeks that you're having to kind of address issues with people that may be a little challenging at times. But let Gabriel lead you because, you know, if you got the archangels, you're going to ace it and you'll be perfect. Okay. But Gabriel's around you and he says, speak your truth. And he's giving you the power to speak that truth. Okay. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. Oh my goodness gracious. Um, Hold on a second. Ruby, hi Bob. What is the best way for beginners to start a spiritual healing? Thank you very much. Many blessings. You know, Ruby, I think that when we talk about spiritual healing, one of the things you have to think about is don't let yourself be put in a hostile position or a hostile situation or location. And what I mean by that is, for example, I had somebody come to me. They were in a, I won't say what denomination, a Christian church. And the ministers all their life were very harsh and condemning. And the thought of going back to church, when they got into college, they quit the church and they became an atheist. And they contacted me for a reading and they said, I feel like I still want to believe in God, but I don't know if I can even go back to anything spiritual. I've been so traumatized. And they even confessed to me, they said they had reservations about having a reading with me because they said, when I saw that you were an ordained minister, I thought, oh, I don't even want to talk to him. And she said to me, she said, but I feel like I'm going to take the chance. And so when we talk about spiritual healing, one of the things I'd say is get away from anything that is destructive. I see people do this all the time. They go back to the church of their childhood because they think, well, maybe it'll be better. And when they go there, many times it's not. So I tell people, I'd rather you start with, rather than going to church, not that there's anything wrong with church, there are some good churches, but if you've been damaged spiritually, probably churches may push buttons for you, at least a number of you. Make a day that is sacred for you. It doesn't have to be Sunday. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe Sunday is also a negative association. But find a day that's yours, and I want you to go out and commune with nature. You see, at our core, we are of the earth, and we connect back to spiritual power when we reconnect back to the earth. So for me, because I practice Wicca and spiritualism, that earth energy is a form of power that heals me and strengthens me and nourishes me. And I would say daily meditation is important, but not for a full hour. Don't abuse yourself, forcing yourself to sit like a monk. Just sit for 5 minutes and say, Spirit, I'm open to you. And let that light, like we did at the beginning of this broadcast, we did a meditation with the light. Just start that every day. It's so beautiful, that meditation. It heals you, it relaxes you, it opens you to higher power. So if you do that and you connect to nature and choose a day where you can commune in nature, you'll start to heal and you'll start to come back to that awareness that there really is a higher dimension, that, it's not all a bunch of junk, and that maybe the churches, at least some of them, got it wrong, and you can start without all of that. I hope that helps. Blessings to you. There's Kate Pigeon. Hi, Kate. Good to see you, darling. Any messages from Spirit for me, Bob? Kate, I'm just getting today around you such beautiful blue light. This blue light tells me that you are really working through your higher self right now. I feel like you want to really focus right now on feeling the presence of Spirit in your life and giving gratitude and thanksgiving. Today, for you, I want you to really focus on thanksgiving. Think of all the blessings and literally speak it to the heavens. Say, thank you, Spirit, for my life. Thank you, Spirit, for my clothing. Thank you, Spirit, that I have money today. Thank you for my house. Give gratitude. That's where your power is. And what I see happening from that is in the next 2 weeks, you're going to get a greater blessing. I feel like you're getting two blessings that are coming. Fletcher's back here and he says, a blessing of a new friendship's coming into your life. There's going to be a new friend. It's a female who's going to be like a sister to you. And that'll come in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks here. The other blessing is it looks like there's a lot of psychic channeling opening for you. So I think your connection to the other side is going to get stronger. But start today with just giving thanks, and that's going to connect you into that whole energy current. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, guys, I just realized what time it is. Listen, I'm going to have to shut down because I've got to go to some other readings today. So that's all I'm going to get in for you. But I have so enjoyed being here. If I didn't get your question, please forgive me. I'm not trying to be hostile. I'm just trying to get what I can. I'm working on kind of half energy today. So thank you for your patience. But I'm so honored to be here with all of you. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you all. Now, keep it here at Spirit Channel because tomorrow we'll have another video. We're going to have Wiccan Wednesday. And I'm not sure what we're talking about. I'm still working on that, but just be here. We'll have something mystical and magical and fun for you. So I'm looking forward to being back here with you. And thank you for all your wonderful support. Thank you for your patience today. I'm getting a lot of questions. I'm doing the best I can. And thank you for your appreciation and your support. And so, yes, thank you for all your prayers too. You guys are the best. I'm seeing all the prayer work coming up in the chats and the things. You guys rock. So, as I always say, keep faith, hope, and love in your heart. And let the Spirit be part of your life. Remember that love is everything. Do all things in love, and you're going to be blessed. Okay. Thank you for being here. All right, guys. We'll be back here tomorrow. Oh, by the way, forgot real quick. Some people have been asking. Yes, I am a published author. If you go to my website, I have published books. PsychicBob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom, Ouija Mysteries, the Spirit Board Seances, Messages from Rose, and PsychicBob's Book of Spells. All of these are available at my website, PsychicBob.com. Go over there, check it out. Check out my private readings. Check out my compact voice reading, and let's connect. I'll see you back here tomorrow for Wiccan Wednesday. And until then, may all of you always, what do we say? Blessed be.